Simplify the expression 3a squared b to the power of negative 3 all over 2 to the power of negative 1 is a to the power of negative 2 b squared. So the first thing you need to notice is that we have constants like 3 and 2 here, and then the rest are variables. So we have a squared at the top, and then we have a to the power negative 2 at the bottom, and then we also have b to the power of negative 3, that's at the numerator, and then in the denominator we have b squared. So if you were to separate all those, for the constants we'll have 3 out of 2 to the power of negative 1 times a squared over a to the power of negative 2 times b to the power of negative 3 over b squared. So all I have done there is to rewrite the equation. Now remember, anytime you are given something like x, let's say x to the power of negative a, this is the same as doing 1 over x to the power of negative a. But also, when I give you something like 1 over x to the power of negative a, this is the same as doing x to the power of a. So in our case, we are going to bring this 2 to the top. So this will become 3 times 2 to the power of negative 1, which is 1. And then times, for the a, we are also going to bring this a to the power of negative 2 to the top. So this will become a squared, this one which was already at the top, times a to the power of negative 2, which is going to be 2. And then this is going to be multiplied by, so for the b, we are going to bring this negative to the bottom. So at the top, we'll remain with 1 over, we still have the b squared in the denominator, and then times, when the b to the power negative 3 comes to the bottom, it becomes negative 3, so that's going to be 3. Okay, so now 3 times 2, that's going to give us 6 times, remember again, when I give you something like x to the power of a times x to the power of b, this is the same as doing x and then to the power of a plus b. When the bases are the same and the sign is multiplication, you add the powers. So this is x to the power of a plus b. In our case, we have the base is a and then we add the powers. So 2 plus 2. And then times 1 over, again, the bases are the same, so we add the powers. So we add the powers of b here, 2 plus 3. So this becomes 6 times a to the power of 4 times 1 over b to the power of 5. And so 6 times a to the power of 4 times 1, that's going to give us 6a to the power of 4 over, in the denominator we only have b to the power of 5. And that is your simplification of the equation.